I still remember the title, the line of Superstar. That was still one of my favorite moments from the Beijing Olympic. But this time coming back, definitely looking for another gold. I just want to do my thing. I just want to enjoy my second Olympic journey, and I also wanted to show like how Chinese snowboarding is getting stronger.
So, what a journey of the past 4 years. I remember 4 years ago, we were sitting together celebrating your first Olympic gold on your 18th birthday. Now 4 years has passed. How have you changed for the past few years?
A lot of things going on. It's so crazy to think, like 4 years got so fast, and then coming to my second Olympic feels a little bit different. I mean, I still love snowboarding, but like so much more responsibility for me, I'm not just going there for myself, for the passion. I also, wanted to show like how Chinese snowboarding is getting stronger and how much we're trying to be here to win the comp, and then for the sports that we fell in love from the very first day.
I still remember 4 years ago, we had a headline,
Su-perstar,
Superstar, yes. Now, 4 years later, what do you think of the term superstar? Do you still consider yourself a superstar?
I still remember the title, the line of Superstar. That was still one of my favorite moments from the Beijing Olympic. I still have the newspaper in my room, There's my Olympic board, and then right next to the Olympic board was like Superstar. I really appreciate it. And then, I don't know if I am superstar, but I just trying to be better myself, trying to get better every day, because snowboarding or sports has no limit. There's also like the room for you to improve, for you to get better. Also, like to helping to make this snowboarding sports growing bigger. That's part of my job. That's also part of the journey. I just hope like I can snowboard rest of my life, also helping or being a part of like journey with the sports to growing bigger and bigger. I just want everybody to enjoy the sports, right?
Yes, if you're gonna pick one word to describe the past 4 years of your life, what that one word can be?
Well, that's a tough one. I think it's just journey. It's part of my journey, part of my life. I'm really grateful for everything happening to my life. It helped me to be a better person, to be a stronger athlete. Also, to have more experience for my life and for the sport and for the snowboarding.
The second Olympic gold is also special. It was on your birthday, and so many funny moments was picked on TV cameras, live broadcast. You were sitting there, very nervous, yes, and at the bottom of the course. And what were you thinking throughout the journey, throughout the waiting process?
That was the longest time I have ever waited, like I didn't qualify like really high spot, so which means I gotta wait so many riders after my last run. So that was pretty tough time. I'm just sitting there like a little bit scared to watch the scores. Of course, to be honest, I don't want anybody to catch up, but at the same time, we are the part of the community, we are the part of the sports, we are the best friends. I don't want anybody to take the risk to fail. I want everybody to land their best run, and then it's just super complicated. We are the biggest competitor, but at the same time, we are the best friends, we are the big family. I have seen those riders more than my family every year. We've been traveling together, we've been working together, we've been like trying together to push the sports, to push the limit. That's such a beautiful thing, But the waiting was like so long for me. And then till the last riders finished his run, and then finally I start realize I will win the comp. That was like the most special moment, and then like excited moment for me. I couldn't like believe it for so long. It's just hard to realize what's going on in like past 48 hours.
That's definitely was a very tough competition, and there were so many challenges. There was weather, there was the strong performance of other riders. I noticed that you said during other interviews that it was the internal storm inside your heart. So what's that internal storm was like during the whole process?
I mean, coming to my second Olympic like feels a lot of more pressure as a defending champion, and then with the people's expectation and also my expectation, because last time going to my first ever Olympic, I don't really know what's going on, and then I had no expectation. I just want to do my best and then put down my runs. That's it for me. But this time coming back, definitely looking for another gold, and then to be on the top of the podium to represent my country feels a lot of pressure. That pressure is not came from the competition itself. It's from many different things. But I've been telling so many people, media, or I even told my coach, my parents, I feel so much lighter. I feel so much better after the first comp. So next one, I just want to do my thing. I just want to enjoy my second Olympic journey, and also I just want to have fun, put down my runs. Yeah, just like the very first time in Beijing.
Before we had this conversation, I was actually looking at the old footage 4 years ago. And I realized at that time, that was actually, in my eyes, a totally different person. You feel a lot more lighter than nowadays, I think. But I mean, we all know after the Olympic gold in Beijing 2022, you have been through many things. You have been through a period of, I would say, discovering yourself again. So how would you overcome all of the difficulty and now being back to top level again?
First of all, I really want to thank myself, and I'm really truly proud of myself to be able to come back on the top of the podium and on top of the level. It wasn't easy at all for me. After the last Olympic, I feel pretty lost. I feel no more motivation for competing, but I still love snowboarding. So I decided to take 1.5 years, almost 2 years off. And then finally it feels ready to come back, and then I start training again, start competing again. But it was pretty hard, tough time for me. Right after I decided to come back, I started trying a lot of new tricks, or even the trick I've been doing so many times. But I start realize I can't even land them again. I keep failing, and then trying to find a problem. But it never feels good. It never feels the same as 4 years ago before the Beijing. So also I got a lot of injuries, sprained my ankle, left one, and right after I came back, sprained another right one, and then I hit my shoulder. So many injuries. It's just, breaking my heart and losing the confidence. But that's the time I start getting so confused, and then I'm not even trusting myself anymore. So I was this is definitely super wrong. So that's my lowest, at the hardest time for sure. But I just really appreciated everybody around me, my parents, my coach, and then the whole team keep supporting me no matter what.
Yes, I always think you always got a passion there, because I have been a follower of your social media. I know every short video you posted on snow, in the air, doing all the tricks. I know that when you're on snow, you were happy.
Yes,
isn't that the truth?
Yes, that's so true. That's why I'm still doing this, and that's why I still love snowboarding. I'm not thinking this is my job or part of the mission. I just, first of all, that's the happiest time. I can go wherever I want. I can do the tricks that I want, and I can add my own style, own sauce into every different tricks. That's just represent me, represent my life, and snowboarding is already part of my life.
Sometimes nowadays you describe yourself as an old dude.
Yeah,
Yes, facing the younger challenges.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just want to ask, you actually have the old dude kind of man side, or just joke around about it?
I know I'm not the oldest dude, but I'm getting older for sure. I used to think I'm the youngest guy in the competition, in the final. Everybody is my big brother, is my big idol. I used to look up to, but nowadays after the bigger in 2 weeks ago, I look at the final start list. There's 8 or 9 people were younger than me. Then I was I just gotta accept that. But still trying my best, trying to be on the top level, trying to catch up. I'm just really proud of the whole sports. That's how it's supposed to be, and then that's how much snowboarding has been progressed. And then just really happy to see the younger generation just keep pushing their limit. It's also pushing my limit. We all trying to push the sports further. So it's just such a beautiful thing, yeah.
Nowadays, when you enter a course, when you enter any competitions, you still consider yourself a challenger or you consider yourself a defender?
No, challenger. Just from my opinion, I don't want to defend anything. I always tell myself I have nothing to lose. I'm not scared of losing. I'm not scared of anything. I just gotta give everything I have, you know. Cause first big year, a couple weeks ago, my first ever run in a qualification, I did the tricks, which is not really difficult for me. I used to land them like almost every time in the practice, but suddenly I didn't land my first run in the competition. So I was talking with my coach, and then what my coach told me is we're not here for like to fun yourself, you know. This is Olympic, like everybody's same. We all from zero. We all from the same place. So you just gotta do your everything. You just gotta give your everything. Like that's the time I start realize, okay, we just gotta try it. Like as much as like 4 years ago, there's nothing has been changed. Like as soon as we get on this stage, everybody's the same. We're all from the zero. So just do everything you can.